to this person offline, but someone had asked to explain a little further, not too much detail, but a little further why bonds are a ticking time bomb.
It depends on what type of bond you're talking about. Obviously, U.S. Treasuries, they're not going anywhere. Those are guaranteed. I'm just saying you're guaranteed to lose purchasing power. So to me, that's very risky. I don't look at the stock market over, well, here's just facts. The facts of the matter are there has never, ever been a 15-year period in the stock market where you would have lost money being 100% in stocks at all times. We would never advise a client to go that far out, but those are just the facts. If you look at 10-year periods, they've only been 2 times. And I think, what is it now, Pat? 75 out of 77? Is that the?
77 out of 79.
Yeah, I'm behind. So out of 79 tries, only 2 times would you have actually had not made money on stocks over 10-year periods. So I look at over the appropriate horizons, I don't think stocks look that risky. U.S. Treasuries, you're really not going to make anything on those, but at least your money will be sitting there for you. And they're an appropriate tool to use inside something like a stability bucket. As you go out the spectrum, look at longer-term treasuries, and then you start looking at corporates, then you start looking at munis, and you start looking at high-yield bonds. Those are all very different things. We've used some high-yield bonds in the growth bucket because they perform, quite frankly, they perform a little bit more like stocks. It's just that their way of generating income is more income-focused instead of total return-focused. So where we are on that risk spectrum probably changes the answer to the question a little bit. Munis are funded largely by tax receipts. And if people aren't out working, spending money, shopping, paying tolls on roads, if they're not out doing those things, where's the money going to come from to pay for those munis? Even though they look like they're AAA and safe, we've already been down that road more than once, and AAA bonds can fail. And so munis might be a place that I'm not sure why you take the chance with it. You're really not getting much return, and you've got some downside risk with them. There's no guarantee that these things actually will pay, even with when they're backed by credit agencies. So that's something to take into consideration. And as you go farther out on the curve, corporates, we've been doing a lot of talking about which industries are going to be forever changed because of what we saw here. And I mean this in a positive way. So groceries. Most places are still allowing you to go out and buy groceries, and that's great. But some people don't want to go out and buy groceries. They don't want to take the chance of being exposed. I think I just looked at this morning, that the penetration in the United States of home delivery of groceries was only about 3% going into this. I can assure you that coming out of this, that number will jump up and people will never go back to the old ways. So, Kroger bonds, are those a good investment right now? I don't know. I imagine Kroger is going to close some stores after this thing is all said and done because people got used to shopping a different way. And stores are expensive. That real estate's expensive. Rent is a big deal. Amazon does not have to worry about the rent costs. They have warehouses and they have an unbelievable distribution network. So, something as seemingly safe as a Kroger bond, one of the largest companies in the United States, maybe isn't so safe.